What is up, guys? Welcome to the transparency.
Gonzalez's dad, one of the 4 victims of the Idaho murders, and he's here with me live. Steve, thank you for being here. We haven't talked in a while. Are you and Christy planning to be at the hearing tomorrow?
Yes, we'll be there tomorrow for sure.
I suppose when you read the prosecutor's response to Bryan Kohberger's lawyer's assertion that, that the proceeding that led to the grand jury indictment was unfair, I suppose when you read nonsense, you felt the same way or maybe more.
Well, I feel like we definitely understand what unfair feels like as parents. There's 6 motions that are going to happen tomorrow, which makes it a very important hearing to be at. So we'll be there and we will be watching everything, recording everything. I have my legal counsel there, and I want to make sure that he understands that he has a whole team of people after him. It's not just the prosecution, it's all the families. We want justice, and we're looking for all this evidence. That's why I want to know about the alibi. We want to know about these different motions and give him the opportunity to defend himself.
Okay, let's talk about that alibi, because I haven't spoken to you since he actually announced this alibi story that he was out for a long drive between 3 and 4 or 5 in the morning. Can't prove his whereabouts, but that's the story and he's sticking to it. What was your reaction when you saw that actually on paper?
It helped me understand that we do have the right defendant, and there's some computer models that are out there that kind of correlate patterns and speeds and times that people could be going through that neighborhood and how they would match along those surveillance cameras. So I understand the difficulty of being able to come up with an alibi that fits that, but the jury will be able to see all this on their own and make that decision.
Yeah, coincidences, 1 coincidence people can accept, 2, it gets harder, 3 or 4, like I just happened to turn my phone off for that specific time that I was out for my long drive in the darkest, deepest time of the night. It starts to get, pretty tricky. One last quick question. How are you guys doing? We are, coming up on an anniversary this fall that's going to be very difficult for you and your kids and for the other parents as well. How are you guys managing?
What is up, guys? Welcome.
You hope that it gets better, but the truth is losing somebody as important as Kaylee and Maddie and Ethan and Xana, it never gets okay. It never feels good. You don't heal from that. So I have a job to do as a parent, and I hope everybody understands what we're doing and what we're going through.
I think most people will absolutely understand that, but having never walked in your shoes, they'll never truly get it. 46 days. I don't know if they'll grant him a stay, whether there'll be a delay in that, but 46 days, that's coming soon, the start of this trial, at least the scheduled start. Steve, thank you. Please give my love to Christy and the rest of your kids, and be well, my friend.
Thank you.
Steve Gonzalez joining us live. We're going to continue to follow that. We're going to do live coverage as well on that hearing. And then, of course, tomorrow night, the full wrap up on what happens in that hearing. 6 motions. Whether they'll be ruling on them tomorrow, that's another question altogether.
How you guys doing? Welcome, Ashley Banfield, to Truth and Transparency there. Ashley always breaks it down. Good to hear from Steve. Like I said, here at Truth and Transparency, if you caught any of my earlier videos, they were actually dedicated to that family. If Bryan Kohberger is the guy, they need to get the guy. Nobody would ever want somebody getting off on technicalities. But if Bryan Kohberger is not the guy, there is somebody or somebodies that killed 4 people intentionally. So we have a hearing today. We got boots on the ground over there in Moscow. It is 10:30 over there. It's 1:30 over here. How are you guys doing? If it's the evening for you guys, grab yourself a cold one. If it's morning, grab yourself a coffee, a tea. Again, I'll be updating throughout it. 6 motions. Ashley is correct there, whether or not we hear on any of them or there's a ruling. The big thing today, guys, is going to be all about this IGG. That's just the big thing. So, Lynn, I love your hair like that. How you doing? Good. This is why I don't wear my hair like this. I want my work to be on my work. I want the attention to be on my work. Wow. What's up, Floydie? What's up, all the mods? Again, do me a favor. You got an opinion. Thumbs it up, thumbs it down, pass it around. But we're going to talk about some stuff. For starters, basically the defense is saying with their latest motion last night with the declaration of Gabriel Vargas that, hey, you guys obtained this not legally. If you took it from this database, it was a prohibited database. Law enforcement just couldn't go in, things like that. And that was in what we talked about last night. God, I got all these devices going off. What do we think? Is Bryan Kohberger in a suit and tie? What color? Let's take a look. Boom.
For a pivotal hearing against the man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students last November. Stay tuned and follow this thread. Hey everyone, Chanley here. I am taking over.
Jennifer Coffinoff, 47 minutes ago, says, anyone interested in understanding the genetic genealogy argument at issue in the Bryan Kohberger hearing today, please watch this discussion between, she has 2 famed genetic genealogy experts going at it. No one better to break it down. In a nutshell, the result of the genetic genealogy science used in the Idaho4 case was a tip. Well, I think that's what they've been saying. This was a tip. It is the STS direct comparison of Bryan Kohberger's DNA. And see, that's what I think no one's understanding, is that the FBI and local law enforcement, state agencies, yes, the FBI gave us this tip to investigate Bryan Kohberger. From what they did by themselves was this IGG tree. Without that tip from the FBI, you would have never obtained a search warrant of Bryan Kohberger's person to then to go and get his DNA through a buccal swab. So I don't think anybody in any of the documents I have read is arguing that Bryan Kohberger, once you got his DNA, that it could be a match. I think what I've been reading is how that sheath got there. Was it placed? Did it actually happen during the commission of the crime? Why wasn't it seen on body cam footage? Why was it so buried underneath a body in a comforter, but possibly seen by Payne? Nobody else. And then when the FBI went and did this on their own to get their own tip, you still have to abide by the rules. I don't care if you're a civilian. I don't care if you're law enforcement. there's rules. FBI just can't waltz in and say, hey, we're the FBI and we're going to now just do things however the fuck we want, and because we're investigating a murder or 4. In fact, you want to do it the complete opposite way, which is we want to do this by the book in the right way so that nothing would affect our job, our work, whatever we come about. And so their argument, the state, is that we were just given a tip from the FBI and we followed up with it. And then you got Bryan's team saying, get the fuck out of here. So I try to break things down for people to say, like, yeah, I'm listening to this, legal mumble jumble bull. So in a nutshell, it is about the FBI would still have to go through the channels. You cannot go to databases that people did not check off the box to say that, yes, you can use my DNA for law enforcement purposes. So Bryan Kohberger's team wants the FBI's work that they did. Like, where's your work? They're saying this would take a lot of time. Did the white Elantra come first? Did the DNA come? And that tip come first? What happened? Like, what's your order here? So let's see what we got here. I'm going to add this right here.
We're optimistic. We're optimistic.
We're optimistic the family of the victim, Kaylee Gonzalez, is attending at the hearing, and they were said, we're optimistic. So again, we were trying to get a seat inside the courtroom. We'll see how that flows for us. What else do we got here? Again, remember, there's a motion on the table for the stay. So, the grand jury, they're saying that you do not inform the grand jury that they are supposed to be indicting if it is based on beyond a reasonable doubt, not probable cause. And that those instructions were not properly given. So that's a big part of their argument with the grand jury is you failed to properly instruct them that you were supposed to be indicting, not based on do you think that we have probable cause to arrest him. This is, do we have beyond a reasonable doubt that we should be indicting him? See what else. Motion to compel discovery. They put in, a handful of stuff that they said, we got this. Oh wait, we didn't get this. So they had so much time. Those big things for me would be I want to make sure that they got all the training records that they needed. And does a pretty good job of saying what they did get, and then saying that we're still waiting on. So I'm curious to see if she does that this time around, to say, since the last time we've been here, the prosecution has, complied with X, Y, and Z. We're still waiting on this. And then she's going to let them speak, and they're going to say, we don't have it yet from the police officers, or their, whatever it is that their answer is to that. Again, the biggest thing here is guys, this is so big. Judge is going to say yes or no. Does the defense get the IGG work of the FBI? What do you guys think? Kelly, I couldn't agree more. The Gonzalez family is broken, and they just want justice, period. Totally agree, 100%. I don't believe that they would ever want to put somebody in prison that did not do this to their daughter or her 3 friends, 100. And I also think that they're not even able to, your grieving hasn't even begun, and Mr. Gonzalez has said that numerous times. I won't be able to grieve properly until this is handled. Miss Kelly, that is so true. It is a huge decision. It is so big. Because if Judge just says, I accept it, sure, it was just a tip, so all that they had to turn over is here, we're just giving you this name, Bryan Kohberger. That's, in my opinion, again, I don't know why anybody would be fighting this. Let's just turn over our work. That's like saying for me, well, we got an anonymous tip through a civilian to say, hey, you can find the murder weapon, and it's at these longitude and latitudes, and you go ahead and you email it in. And then let's say you go to that spot and you find the murder weapon. Are you just going to say, oh my God, we got the murder weapon, but you're not going to be scratching your head to say, how the hell did that person know where this murder weapon was, buried in some field, and you're not going to think that they had something to do with it? So, yes, he is allowing defense DNA people to testify. Yeah, they're expected to be in there for a minute, guys. This wasn't at 1 o'clock this afternoon, 10:30 a.m., and I'm expecting this to go to the lunch break, have a break, and be back in there. So I am in disbelief. What is going on? Without the work discovery, it leaves everything open for an appeal, correct? What's up, Micah? Thank you for joining. Dinky, love it. Love it. All these new members, love you guys. Love my Boston in here. You got a guy's life on the line. Again, if he's the guy, we got our guy. This is a open and shut case because this guy's exactly who you say he is. Some incel, all the things you said. It's like, for a good sports analogy, you just won the national championship. Here's my playbook. Here you go. Here's my playbook. These are the plays that we ran. Here you go. Here's my playbook. Here's the drills that we did in practice. Here you go for the week. Here you go. That's the road to the success that we had by winning that championship. Then let's say that somebody wants to say, oh, well, we think that the people on your roster, that you had illegal people playing because they were, ineligible or something like that. Well, we are, nope, you're not going to, nope. I'm not going to give you the names of my players. I'm not going to give you passports. I'm not going to give you anything. Nope, you didn't say something before that. You guys got your man, you won. Okay, you have your guy. Oh, how'd you get there? Nah, I don't know. You know, Bryan Kohberger has zero ties to any of these victims. So I think it matters. Oh, good evening. God, this is all crazy. The time frames. I personally think he's going to allow it. I think they're going to be testifying. I think that some of the stuff that was turned over, at least enough of it, it is leading the defense to believe that stuff was obtained not legally, and that therefore that lead and how they got it would be out. And so does that then jeopardize the DNA in the sheath? I don't know. You can't link it without the arrest of Bryan Kohberger. And if you have a judge that only issued a search warrant of his person to arrest him and search him based on because the DNA was a match to his dad, if that's the only reason that search warrant was only issued by Judge Megan because they went the first time, you don't have the DNA, get the DNA to match, and then I'll sign off on your search warrant to arrest him. That's what I think happened. I think that they attempted to get the search warrant. They couldn't get it without the DNA. They got all the other search warrants, but the one to arrest him, they wanted that DNA. And so, and that's why I think that she asked how many times. She wanted to know any search warrant that was denied. Prematurely signed search warrant? Yeah. What's up, Mandy Joe, baby? PA signed off before Idaho. Yep, I did a live on that. I don't know if cousin Albert admitted his DNA or not there. Let's see. Oh, thank you there for that Cash App. Appreciate that. And last night I got a Cash App too. Appreciate that. Let's see. I think Judge, if he doesn't want to be overruled, and he cares about integrity and he cares about adhering to the DOJ, I believe that the defense is going to win today. I think that they're going to have to turn that over, and I don't think that there's any work there. I don't think that there's anything there. Kohberger has entered the room. We've been underway now for 26 minutes, according to stopwatch. According to good old Joyce. 26 minutes. We've been underway 26 minutes. Said I want. Okay. All right, whoever said that he'd be in a blue suit, and it's a striped tie. He did not go solid, but he did go blue. I felt that he'd be wearing some blue. So he went blue with a suit. Let's see. Oh boy. I've been trying to follow like 23andMe, and I've been trying to get one of those people to come on and talk about this. Karen says, I knew it. Blue is his favorite. Let's see. I don't know about that. There's still a delay. Oh, damn. I think that my question is that is Kaylee's family the only family that's there? All right, here we go. Ready? There has to be some level of trust in discovery, says Judge. Mr. Thompson is now saying that there is one more lab report coming your way. Now the defense is now adamant. They're coming in and they're saying, the defense is saying, hold on. No. The defense is adamant that the prosecution has given everything they have and calls the pleas for more information, speculation. Wow. Bryan is wearing a gray suit with blue and gold striped tie. I said, is there gold in there? There is gold. Blue and gold. Michigan colors, man. They are going at it. So, again, the state is saying we want this protection order on the IGG. We want it to be protected. And the defense is saying, no, come on. We will make sure that nobody else gets it, but we get it. So again, we're just waiting on the IGG, which is part of the compel motion for the discovery. There's a motion to reconsider the speedy trial because the state is saying, no, you guys botched the law and everything. You cannot just keep giving the defense a stay every so often, and because, oh wait, they get an extra 30 days here or here or here. So that's the state's motion. I can't read half of this writing. Again, the grand jury indictment. And then there is the motion to compel defense alibi because they're saying that that's not going to cut it. And then a motion they are motioning to have a scheduling order. They want it down to have that there's a docket that has pretrial dates, this, that. They want that scheduling to be all done. So. Let's see. All right. New. Judge is concerned about opinions of constitutional law and procedures of discovery. Judge says Ann Taylor is capable of making those cases, but says their expertise on genetic genealogy has merit. Says it would be wise for him to allow it on the record. Boom! There you have it. Judge is saying it'll be wise for him to allow it on the record. Holy shit. Those are words out of your judge. He says that he doesn't want to get into arguing, having both sides argue the law. He wants both of them to just state their case, about how they feel. And he wants to be able to hear from both of the sides. The judge denies the objections of the prosecution and will allow witness testimony. The prosecution objected to those witnesses, and he said, nope. I've heard your objections, and denies them. Oh, fuck. All right. So, again, the DNA, they are not just talking about Bryan Kohberger's tree. They are talking about the 2 other unknown DNAs. And so one of those defense's motions to compel is the defense does not have the lab results of the other 3 unidentified male DNA samples, 2 from within the house, and 1 from outside the house. That is what they want. The prosecution says they have provided everything they have. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my God, this is getting wild. This is legally historic. You guys, the prosecution just said, we turned over everything. And the defense is saying, we're missing 3, those DNA samples. We don't have them. What? Lana, your updates are delayed. I'm going off of a girl that's in the courtroom for me. So she doesn't have Twitter. So I guess you can hear from other people. But I think I'd rather hear it from me though. I just said that like 10 minutes ago. I know. Been awesome. Again, to me, it's not about that you heard something first. Did you hear it right? It's about the discussion that you're going to get in this chat, which is a lot of smart motherfuckers. You're going to go to other chats and be like, huh? What's that? Huh? What's going on? Huh? What are we talking about? Huh? I'm a night owl. No, guys. Again, quality versus quantity, baby. Joyce, I need you to type and write faster because Angel here is pissed. All right, guys. Next up is they had to clear the courtroom of any witnesses that would be testifying today. So the judge said they were going to pause, let those witnesses pop out because they're not allowed to hear that, person's testimony. So Steve Mercer is taking the stand first, and everybody else is out. There you go. There you go. Angel liked it. See? If I pick any, if I give you a hard time, that means I like you. Yeah. This is exactly, I'm telling you, we've been saying it here since January 1st. I said, Bryan Kohberger. I said, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Who does he know? What's his connection? How did they get to him? And that's just been the $1 million question is how do you get to Bryan Kohberger? And the judge is like, yeah, we're going to give it to him. And they're like, but I think that Bill Thompson, that's not Bill Thompson's problem. If Bill Thompson if they're not being honest with Bill Thompson, everybody wants to go hard at Bill Thompson. I'm a fan of Bill Thompson. Yes, he's a district attorney, right? It's kind of like a coach of a basketball team. I mean, I have my rules. People have to do this. I can't monitor these kids every minute of every day. Okay. But when I do find out they do something shitty or shady, I can bench them. I can kick them off the team. So, but what the FBI did or didn't do is not on Bill Thompson. So please, I think that Bill Thompson, he's going for the death penalty, guys. And that was not an easy thing for him to do. So, well, Thompson was at the crime scene from day one. He is involved up to his neck. You think that Bill Thompson went in there? Well, give me proof that he looked the other way, girl, because I'm all about it. But now I will say this. If you know that you have these shitty ass officers, but Bill Thompson has nothing to do with the FBI, and they've been brought to your attention, and you go and be like, why are these people still on the force? Like, what's going on? So again, I have no problem. You want to probe Bill Thompson? Probe him. All right, here we go. Thompson should be calling his people out. I think he is. Oh, I think he is. You think he wants to be getting lit up on national television every fucking night? He's over there playing his guitar and singing songs, and I'm over there putting out pictures of him doing it, because do I think there's anything wrong with it? No, I don't. I think that he should live his life. He does his job. He should still have a balanced life. But I just think it's funny. Like, here's your guitar. Just strumming something. Come on out and see Thompson tonight and the crew. But I think most deaf, he's behind closed doors saying, you guys, I'm not going to look like an idiot. So trust me, I will drop this. You want him to walk because I can't pursue it. And you want him to walk and da-da-da. I think he was lied to. I think Bill Thompson was lied to. That's what I think. But now who did the lying? And I believe heavily that is going to fall on the Idaho State Police. Because I got proof of that shit. Who's playing the violins? You know what? I would pay money to see Cousin Albert Kohberger and Bill Thompson do a duet on this channel. All right. Let's give you some background on our boy Steve. I call him Steve. I guess we can call him Steven. Mercer is from the great state He's over there in Maryland. He's a licensed attorney, DC baby. And he's with the criminal defense, and he specializes in DNA. So. I do a duet with Thompson. Albert Kohberger and Bill Thompson are going to sing Baby Got Back. Shit. I bet being in that courtroom is wild. Yeah, I'm curious. I think that the guns office is doing the right thing, but I wouldn't be talking at all. I would just be PRing it and saying what I had to say publicly correct and moving on. So. Can we watch this afterwards? Yeah, we can watch this afterwards. Have a party. Misconduct and corruption is a team effort, no doubt. 100. 100. To this extent, oh yeah. At the end of the day, you are the prosecutor and you tell people like, okay, yeah, like I have a case here. Like we have a case here. So what did they bring to Bill Thompson? And I believe that he was lied to, and then he didn't maybe do his due diligence to say, okay, well, I'm not just going to take all you motherfuckers' words, give me this proof. And maybe that's what he didn't do. I can tell you this, if you go back and watch Brian Enton's interview of Bill Thompson, that's when they stopped producing any information to the public. Bill Thompson gets interviewed and on the same day talking about something that the police came out and say, yeah, no. They were like both talking about two totally different things. And that was the last time that we heard from Bill Thompson. So. Who is the real killers? It is clear BK is being framed, and I'm always going to tell you this: if somebody's being framed, it's not from a civilian. A civilian can only go so far to frame somebody. Remember Bill Thompson brought in the two folk from Boise. So. The hell's going on in there? What the hell is going on in there? In the house in the great state of Georgia. Welcome all the states that we have and everybody that's overseas. Yeah, I thought there was more people with the G's than just obviously him and his wife, but Star Sorcerer says this is internal. Yeah. That town relies on that university, guys. This cannot come back to the university. They needed students back in there. We have this great campus. We needed to say that this guy from Pennsylvania came over here and fucked our shit up. That sounds a hell of a lot better than saying we've been having some problems for years. Lana, they don't have the other 3 DNA results. Oh my, yeah. You guys, there's nothing that's exactly what they said, and that's going to be problematic. Rosie was just covering. Well, maybe Rosie's in protection. Who knows? Anybody see his wife around? I know I've been talking to his ex-roommate. That was like, they were roommates years ago. But I still got the goods. All right. Let's see. I said, Joyce, you out of the bathroom? I'm just kidding. All right. So Mercer on the stand says that he is there to focus on the investigation end of it, and that it is important to make sure that that the state is doing its investigative duties protocol. So Mercer says it's essential for the attorneys to know about the details of the testing of investigation of DNA. There are pretrial concerns involving suppression and Fourth Amendment issues. So Stephen Mercer. I'll put up Hector the projector now so that you guys can see what each person says. Bear with my handwriting. So here we go. Present, stop share, share screen. There we go. So again, Fourth Amendment and suppression. There you go. Okay. Stephen Mercer says there has to be a factual investigation. Was it fast and loose? And then the big thing that he says is the data banks. He says that the data banks, was there searching of data banks that violate the terms and conditions of the data banks? So, violation of terms of service. And he's testifying that attorneys must know these things ahead of trial. Damn. Now, I believe that the state's going to argue that the IGG is not being used. So nothing is being suppressed. It's just my guess. We'll find out though. Oh, fuck. So, people are afraid of the drug dealers coming for them if they talk. Oh, God. They're going to lose this argument. No DNA, no case. That's what I said. How can you suppress what you used to arrest him? TNT email. The Mind Challenge. The Mind Challenge at gmail.com. Gotta try that one. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Joyce, what are you doing? I hope Judge drops the grand jury indictment. I don't know, man. This just sucks not like seeing it. The timeline to me matters. Like, when did this tip come in? What's the date of the tip? Okay, guys, when did the FBI give the tip? The date of it, the time of it. Okay, who submitted it? Okay, when's this tip of, which is just a tip, and it's Bryan Kohberger. Okay, go and investigate that guy. All right, well, what's the date and the time? How was the tip given? Because that's probably what they said. They probably looked and they said, well, where's this tip coming from? Because I went through all the tip lines and I can't find this name being given. And they said, oh, it was an FBI tip to the FBI. What? And they said, yeah, now we have to say, oh, we got it from this IGG that we did. We did our own IGG. We took the touch DNA that we got off the sheath. Okay. And then we signed up for 23andMe. I'm just giving you guys an example, whatever they use. And then we created our own trees. Okay. And then we eliminated things. And then we came up with finally these lists. And then boom, Bryan. All of the stuff that's happening now in these hearings, it's all about what's going to be allowed to be used in trial. So what Ann Taylor is going to do is all of this stuff she's going to try to say, well, we need you to turn it over. We need to know how you got to everything, dates, timestamps, all this stuff. Then what she's going to say is, okay, so you violated Bryan's rights, as well as you violated you violated the terms of service, okay, which is a violation of Bryan's rights. This is privacy, okay? You cannot just go and tap into these database portals and just do whatever you want, even if you're law enforcement, okay? Especially if these lists and stuff, like, they check off if they're allowed to be searched by law enforcement, if they're not allowed to be searched by law enforcement. So, but at the end of the day, what Ann Taylor's going to say is that all this shit right here is a violation of my client's rights, which mean you have to throw this all out, which would mean anything that led to this tip. Okay. What came about this tip? What came about Bryan Kohberger and obtaining it that way? Because then you're talking about the fruit of the poisonous tree. Why do you think I said that the only thing that they used to obtain anything with the DNA was to arrest him? They didn't use that to go search his apartment, because guess what? All that shit would have got thrown out. So that would be the arrest of Bryan Kohberger. This all led to this. Miss Potts, what's that, girl? What if they obtained his DNA from his apartment search and uploaded it themselves to the database as though they were BK, and planted his DNA from the apartment on the sheets as well, and AT knows? And yeah, why do you have to go all the way to basically, without the arrest of Bryan Kohberger and that DNA, a judge signed a warrant to go ahead and search his place, his apartment, without having that. Okay? So they could have went and searched that with all the stuff that they had before he was ever arrested. Why didn't they do that? You would have been able to search his car. That's why you guys, you can't do an investigation and work backwards. And that's exactly what Ann's saying. Ann's saying that somebody said, here, this is who did it. Okay? We can't tell you how we know this. We can't tell you anything, but now make it fit. Now work backwards to make all your connections fit. And then when they ask, well, that's fine. You got this tip. Who's your tip? And then when they find out that you would think it's a confidential informant that maybe committed the crime with him. And we say, so we think that it could be like an informant, right? And it still could be, but they're covering the informant's ass by saying they went this way. All right. But it's come to realize that it's not that. It's not the informant. Okay. They then say, well, we got this because of IGG FBI tip. Okay. Wait, what? Oh yeah. So we did it ourselves though. What? Yeah. And this is the only tip. Like, you didn't give them multiple names. What about then the other unknown DNAs? Did you do anything with those? There was 3 of them. Oh, and guess what? Oh no, we don't even have those. So oh, thank you. How would they know which DNA to send off as BKs? We have no idea if we have no idea what's in that house. Like, do you guys understand? This is just getting started with the complete fuckerage train. Like, where do you start with all the shit that you want to say? Like, hey, we have an issue with this. Where do we start? You know, where do you start with this? When you got so much shit going on, like, where do you start? I don't even know where you start. Let's see. All right. So, by the way, Joyce said that the state only actually objected to 3 of the witnesses, and that one they didn't care about. They could testify. So there was only an objection to 3 of the witnesses, and they had no objection to this person. A horrible mess of a crime scene, but not one speck found in car, apartment, clothing, etc. Think about that. Nobody could clean up blood, hair, trace, DNA. Exactly. And let's even say that he did it. Let's say Bryan Kohberger did this, guys. Wouldn't you be, I'm sitting over here, I'm thinking to myself, okay, how the fuck did he do this and do all that? Oh, because he's just so smart, please. Come on. I said, if Bryan Kohberger did this, you guys, just so you know, I said, then he should have gotten away with it, and he didn't. Best membership in the world. Oh, thank you there, Jennifer Watson. We're going to call Sherlock Holmes over here. He had time, says Karen D. He had time. Karen, you can't clean up blood like that. I'm going to text Scott Roeder right now. Get your ass on here and explain blood to the fellowship. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, boy. Mercer says, it is nearly impossible for the defense to call and know what type of witnesses to call on their client's behalf for a trial if they don't obtain the discovery of the scientific testing of DNA evidence samples. They need the samples of the DNA that was tested. Okay? Because they are right now without 3 samples for sure, which is the 3 unknowns. Again, this is continuing with Steve. Oh, Jesus. It is absolutely crucial, he said. Oh, yeah, they've been out of the courtroom. Joyce, bathroom break's over. Get in there. Well, just so you guys know, the courtroom is not at capacity. And JLR is not there. And Jennifer Coffin Dobler is talking about the most off-the-wall cases, nothing to do with this case. So. He is on, he's in Maryland. He's looking for Rachel's killer. So, yeah. I mean, I just don't understand how professional experts are literally making any type of excuses for all of this shit. You guys do understand that they were supposed to have, if they would have had his preliminary hearing when it was set and never set out the 14 days from when he was arrested. So that would have been like January 15th, okay, of 2020 what? It is August 18th, 2023, and the defense is without the most important parts of the case. But yet they had a secret grand jury in here. Which, what did they show this secret grand jury if they don't have anything back? What the fuck did they show the grand jury? I mean, shit. If this was you on the left, like, come on, people. We can't allow this type of shit to go on to get criminals. Or how about think of why stuff doesn't go fucking solved? What the hell are you guys doing? It is 2023, man. Please slow down, chat. I can do that for you. It's already slowed, but we can slow it down some more. You want us to play Pony? Give me a nice slow song.
Bitches. When I was 15, I wish I had bitches. If you're in the mood, come on. Hey, baby, you can bag it up right now. Slide to the crib if you can't, then I'll pick you up. Take you to the pound. You and your man already had to break it up right now. You want a pipe, so let's go and make some love. I like you, bitch. I might have to put a ring on you and marry you quick. But I see she has the power to water band peak matter. 3 stacks is what I'm dropping on a bouquet of flower. Goddamn, I love to hit that. Coming over to the new flat, see crack, making we.
You guys, I'm gonna totally make this guy famous. I gotta stop. Gosh, Lana. Again, welcome Albert Kohberger. So, there you go. Albert Kohberger, it's your birthday. You guys, I'm trying to get him on, okay? If any of you guys are related to Albert Kohberger, can you please do me a solid? Oh, God. All right, guys, they're letting in, I believe, the next witness here. Can I get a witness? There you go. Oh, God, what the heck's that? So basically, the big thing is Judge are going to be given over the IGG. He's saying yes to. That's going to totally change this whole case. This is a huge win for the defense. Huge win for Ann Taylor. You know what sucks is she can't even be interviewed about it and said, hell of a job there, Ann. Way to fight for your client's Fourth Amendment rights, motherfuckers. Again, you violate one man, you violate all. Big, huge. I'm all about the Constitution. I'm all about doing things the right way. You want to win, you want to lose, you're going to do it the right way. Work hard, play harder, baby. There ain't a more crazier, funner person. Is funner even a word, Lana? Than to work with and play with. Let's see. What do we got here? Yep. Loving all the new gifted memberships. Thank you. This is how it should be. So again, there's 4 defense witnesses. No objection by the state for that, even though judge overruled any of that, so it doesn't matter. So all 4 are testifying. And this belongs to Steve Mercer. Again, these are just my notes, y'all. Ask Peter to stop by. Peter, Pumpkin Eater, let's go play some golf and watch you, Eater. Only just found your channel, but I'm 100% impressed that you're trying to get to the facts. You know it. All day, every day. It's live on Court TV now. Oh, is it? They went live? Are you sure? Candace with a C? Don't you be calling me Candace with an A or a K. Let's see. I'll be on replay. Hey. Hold on. Live, let's see. I don't see anything live. Videos. Don't see anything either there. Yeah, no, sorry. You make days better and parent pickup line even more interesting. Oh God, yeah. Don't keep me in your earbuds, man. You never know what song is gonna pop up, what words are gonna come out. Love being an American. There you go. It's on TV. It's on, man. It's on TV. I don't see it on Court TV. I don't see it anywhere. WFLA is covering Atlanta. It's live. Oh, of course those cheaters would have it. Okay, it really is on. All right, Court TV. Let's see. They broke in. Yeah, that's what I'm being told. No Court TV or News Nation on the East Coast. The court sound is appalling. Yeah, they should just give it to a YouTuber. Let us be the official court record. It's on Court TV. I'm watching it right now. I'm telling you. I know, but you want to come on live and show your TV, you're welcome to do that. West Coast version, yeah. And guess what, guys? It's probably on delay. So everything I probably just wrote out, you're watching right now. Okay. Well, let's go like this then. There we go. Well, then here you go. Go ahead and just send me the link. We are all pretty much the news now. Yep, just give me a second here. It's coming, folks. Okay? Okay. Hey, Boston, send me the link.
Going to be testifying about the scope of discovery rules. I don't think that that's appropriate. I think that Ms. Taylor can make those arguments to the court that having found witnesses interpret the law is not appropriate in a discovery dispute. As to Ms. Vargas, our understanding was that there were 3 witnesses testifying today, and that was our understanding up until yesterday when we got into town. So we would ask that Ms. Vargas be excluded. And I would note that we made our objections to these witnesses clear when we asked the court to disregard the contents of their declarations in Mr. Knight's reply brief. Certainly, we're going to put that same objection on the record. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Well, a couple of things. I'm concerned about these opinions about sort of constitutional law or the procedures of discovery. I think that's fully capable for all of the counsel here and for me. Those are going to be my decisions. However, in reading through, and I have read through all of the declarations,
It was all me.
on specifically genetic genealogy.
It was all me with the link.
Experience with that within the law, I think does have some relevance, potentially. And I think that it would go to the weight of the consideration. The other thing that I am concerned about is this is a death penalty case. And if I deny particular presentations that one or the other side believes
We've hit the top of the hour, so we do have to squeeze in a break, but you won't miss a moment of the Kohberger hearing there in Latah County, Idaho. Don't go anywhere. This is Court TV, your front row seat to justice.
That will shape each day.
Here with us now is meteorologist Scott Withers. You got just wave.
Yeah, I'm good. I have no problem seeing this later and doing some shit. So, it's definitely not live. Who's ever showing it, they're probably showing the little blurbs that you guys are getting. So, again, they're not allowed to show it live. It's part of it's just not possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call this a wrap. And when it all does come out and it's officially out there, I will then do a watch recap. I got Joyce running around and I want to see some stuff. I want to see if she can get some pictures from me of some stuff that I want. And that's going to be that. So, but I want to thank you guys for being here today for some of this breakdown. And I will put up a thumbnail. I think it's already up there for the Karen Reed discussion tonight. She is my feature for the Friday night Dateline episode-ish that I'm going to do. So Karen Reed, if you guys are following that case. And then once this is all packaged up nicely by Court TV and it comes out, we will be watching it together. But huge win for Ann Taylor right now. Huge win for the defense, as should be, because of our rights, guys. This is not, our rights should win, and you're defending your rights here, and that's what's happening. So until next time, guys, thank you guys. You guys rock. I want to say thank you so much. For the mods, thank you so much. We love you. Thank you for all the super chatters, members, subscribers. You guys, it's free to sub. So all you gotta do is literally go type in www.youtube.com, then go to Truth and Transparency's YouTube page, and it pops up right there, and it just says subscribe, and you click that, and it's just like, you can get notifications when I go live, when I drop videos. You guys can go to the community page and see little posts that I make, things like that. Again, it is free to be a subscriber. So when it says subscribe, you think to yourself, oh God, I'm paying for a subscription or something like that. It is free. So there's that. And again, welcome and thank you, super chatters, new members, and those of you guys that bought memberships for other people, thank you. Thank you. Peace.